What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Guys, yesterday I couldn't do a video as much as I wanted to, um, but sometimes we just have to disconnect, right? And we have to um, do the things that really matter, really. And so my wife and I, we're celebrating 13 years of marriage. And strong, man. Strong, strong. I have a good one. God bless me with a good wife. And so, yeah, yesterday we were doing that. And so today we are back in the grind, right? And so let me put a little timer here just to kind of have an idea, you know, how we doing. And so, well, yesterday I didn't make a video, right? Let me refresh this. And so, man, everything just dumped again. Bitcoin today hitting under $63,000. I mean, this is just mayhem, guys. Complete mayhem. But then again, I mean, this is still within, right, the trading sideway range. Therefore, I mean, it's and practically everything else. I mean, Ethereum $3,100, Solana 160. I know Solana was like getting really close to $200, but we're looking at a lot of dumpage here. Let's take a look at the memes. And the memes, I mean, you got a whole lot of double digits, right? Dogecoin almost about to go to double digits. Shiba Inu, and I mean double, massive dumpages. And then we have Pepecoin. Pepecoin, man, I am thinking that Pepecoin, it's already at like the low it's gonna be. I mean, can it go further down? Absolutely. I mean, can it go to zero? It could go to zero. Everything, right, on these lists can potentially go to zero. Look at Nero, whatever. And this thing is absolutely dangerous. There's like different uh like contract addresses that are for different Neros. Which one is the correct one? I don't know. Maybe this is the correct one in Ethereum. I don't know, man. There's just so much nefarious things, right? That a lot of these devs or creators or whatever, they're just building a whole bunch of tokens, right? Memes, and they've done so much that now nobody believes anybody. And so, can you blame people? But then this thing is running absolutely insane, so I have no idea. I just looked at it before and it was $176 million. It's now close to $200 million. Now, I don't know if I trust this. I don't know if I trust this because, pump and dumpers, man, they just what's it called, they evolve with, if they see that they can't get people in with, you know less pumpage, then they can potentially be causing this themselves. I don't know, guys. Honestly, I don't know, but I don't trust a lot of these new projects. I am having a very difficult time trusting a lot of them. I've gotten burned quite a bit. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have gotten burned as well. And so we stick to our guns, right? Pepecoin, Base AI, Tucker, and the such. And I think we will be okay with those tokens for sure. The turbos and punkies, and you guys know. So, but very interesting that Pepecoin has been in the red for the last, 7 days at least here, and and a lot of these were in the green, and now most of these are like in double digits, even worse than where Pepecoin was 7 days ago. Isn't that insane? That is completely insane. But that's the market, man. That's how it goes. And that's the reason why I think that Pepecoin has reached, okay, probably the local low. Let's take a look at it. Put my face here. Hopefully, I don't block everything. And yeah, here we see a little, bit going back up, but man, I wish I could have grabbed some around this price this morning, but I forgot to do something, so I wasn't ready to be able to purchase here. But I am probably gonna make a purchase around this price because I it's just too good. I mean, it could be better, right? If it's under $2. But yeah, but I still think that I'm gonna grab some more. Hey, why not? Add to the stockpile of what we already have, bring down the that average. And so, when this thing starts ripping up, and that's another thing, right? That I kind of was pointing out the other day, where it almost seems like Pepecoin, it's almost like a leading factor in this sector, where Pepecoin tends to be like either the first or one of the first ones to either go red when things are gonna turn south, or to turn green when the market is about to turn green. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that, but we'll definitely keep an eye on that. But but that's something really fascinating that maybe maybe working out. Maybe there's some people maybe in Pepecoin that are insiders. I don't know. Maybe they see something coming down the pike, and that's why. I don't know. Again, all this speculation, and but we'll definitely keep an eye on that. If we start seeing Pepecoin turn again green, then there might be a situation where maybe that might be the case. That the market may be turning. I don't know, guys. I like Peppercoin. I'm super biased, right? And so we try to find correlations of things. A lot of times, this thing just acts irrational. So, somebody here posted this uh, these chart here, and this is holders, okay, Peppercoin holders. So, so this guy, Leakers10, excuse me, or Leakers.eth, I guess this is something that he does, every so often. He says, it's been a while since I've updated the Pepecoin holder snapshot. So here he took a snapshot of what happened between June 12th until July 31st. And so what he found was that in the last month, half, okay, so half of the holders, their counts had increased by 658, or almost 5% increase, which is pretty good. Have it a 5% increase. And the median number of Pepecoins per wallet has increased by 3.4%. Okay, so we've been actually adding more to the coffers, right? We keep bringing in some more. This right here, 612. And this is, okay, so the first one. Oh, so 2012. Oh, okay. So then it does a range of who's holding what. And so that's pretty cool. Very, 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 very cool. Okay. Well, there's that. Then we are going to talk about based AI some more, right? I mean, we're in this journey, right? To try to figure out what's the whole point of base AI. And this should be able to help us in our own studies, right? As to make a decision if base AI is a good investment or not. But we're going to do little by little. Um, yeah, so let's take a look at some of our tokens. Alex Jones getting wrecked. Tucker, probably the same. Yep, getting wrecked. Um, let's delete base app now. Doug the Duck, getting wrecked, but not as bad as some of the other ones. It kind of recuperated a little bit here, but still in the red. Shido. Okay. I mean, it's gone down, but it actually recuperated quite a bit over here also, so not down too bad. And what else? And Pepecoin, we took a look at it. Pepecoin, considering, I mean, it is in the red. We don't want it to be in the red, but hey, it's what it is. But considering where it's at, is way better spot than all the other stuff, right? That have double digit uh, losses in the last 24 hours. And here we have base AI as well with double digit losses as well. So 11% in the red. Okay, so we got base AI. So I was looking at, again, the white paper, and a lot of these videos are going to be probably, like I said, for the foreseeable near future. These videos are going to be mainly trying to understand what is base AI, what is it doing. And so, again, I took a little note here. And so, what are large language model, guys? You guys should know that. In the last video, we mentioned that large language models is practically just a fancy word for AI, right? So a large language model, okay, is an AI, but it's a particular AI, right, that communicates, okay, with a human-like communication. And that means like normal, regular speech, right? Normal talking. Uh, so it says here that LLMs, okay, which are large language models, have shown great performance in understanding and generating human language. Okay, and this is mainly, the ChatGPT and whatever Google is using, like all these things, they are large language model AIs, and so they have shown great performance, okay, in understanding and generating human language. Security experts are starting to use them in cybersecurity. Okay, think about that. Think about that. Security experts are starting to use these AIs, okay, these LLMs, in cybersecurity for both attacking and defending systems. Here's a simplified breakdown we're going to go over. First thing is the current use in cybersecurity, okay? These LLMs, these large language models, these AIs, we are going to one of the first things that they are being used for is in cybersecurity. Okay, sorry guys. Oh, what boxes?
There's boxes downstairs.
What boxes? I said.
There's boxes where next to the standard thing, there's boxes there. There's a whole bunch of boxes.
Just hold on. Let me finish here, and then we'll.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Got some of the kiddos here. Um, yeah. This is. You guys get exactly who I am. So kids are playing around with some stuff, and I guess there's some boxes. I just don't know what the boxes are for. So, uh, yeah. So let's do a little rewind over here. Large language models, right? These are AIs, okay? So they're advancing quite a bit in this human language, okay? That's why we're able to ask ChatGPT some things. I mean, one of the things that I told you that I'm doing is I'm taking parts of the white paper and I'm putting it in ChatGPT. Hey, simplify it, okay? Dumb and dumber it for me. And so like that I can actually understand it, and then I'm able to actually present it to you guys in a human like okay language, and it would make a little bit more sense to us, that don't have all the technical lingo that I mean, this thing is crazy. This white paper is really crazy because it's written almost like if it was like for a doctorate degree. I don't know. Anywho, whoop. So so one of the things is security experts are using, okay, these AI models to either attack or defend the system. Okay. Current use in cybersecurity. Okay, so these AIs are used mainly for pre-breach activities like creating phishing emails and generating malware. So currently they are being used to try to like pre-breach, right? Breach. So trying to get into a system. Number two, we have a need for post breach research. There's a lack of comprehensive studies on using LLMs for post breach activities, which involve more complex human like interactions with systems after an initial breach. So, practically, you know, what do you do after AI breaks into your system or whatever? You see, that's something that they don't have a lot of research on, so that's something that needs to be worked on. Who knows? Maybe part of what the team is doing is working on stuff like that. Like, okay, well, I mean, the whole point is don't let anybody in. But what would happen if somebody manages to break through? And so that's pretty much what number two is. Do more research in trying to get the intruder out, or what's it called? Or learn from that so you can avoid from happening again. Okay, so number three is okay, future of LLMs in cybersecurity. Okay, so as these AIs, okay, LLMs improve, they could automate both pre-breach and post-breach activities. This means attacks could become more frequent and automated rather than rare and requiring expert knowledge. Okay, so what this is saying is we have not seen, okay, anything yet. of what AI can become. That's practically what this is saying. Because it could get to a point where, these models could be programmed so they could just be automatically just trying to hack, trying to hack, trying to hack, trying to hack. You know, what else? Uh, and then on top of doing that pre-breach, okay, then the post-breach as well. So, and so, because this could become a big problem, then maybe, well, not maybe, I mean, this is another use, right, of base AI in becoming that firewall, okay, so that the AI cannot break through. Um, if the attacks are automated and things are constantly just trying and trying and trying and trying to break through, you know, if you don't have a very good system, right? If you don't have a very good uh, based project, wink, wink, um, then it's going to be so easy for AI to pretty much hack through any of you know, our hardware and practically get whatever information it wants. Okay, so and so yeah, so the whole point is trying to improve, right, these large language models, these AIs, which is what Base is trying to do. All this testing is just, you know, feed information into Base AI, feed information, feed information, feed information to see how it's going to react, what is it going to do, what's it going to spit out. And so that's another good thing that can come out of. Sorry, now it's not the kids. Now is also Hershey. Um, that's another good thing that can come out of Base AI. I am going to warn you guys. A lot of the stuff that we're going to cover, a lot of it is going to be repetitious to a certain extent, right? Because we're going to be talking probably a lot about large language models. So kind of get used to that in the sense of, what is that? It's just another fancy term for, again, artificial intelligence. Okay, but artificial intelligence in the space of, you know, the human language, right? Like the ChatGPT, that's a large language model AI. So, um, yeah, so keep that in mind. Cybersecurity, we'll probably talk about that, but just kind of understand that a lot of this repetition stuff should be able to help us actually cement in our brains. Oh shoot, okay, I get it. Okay, now that makes sense. Okay, so this is what you were saying in that first video. By maybe the third video, you're like, oh yeah, I'll say LLMs, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's a chat GPT like AI, right? And so there's that. Number four, potential impact. Okay, so this could fundamentally change computer security globally and have significant economic impacts. So, do you guys think that cyber attack is gonna go down? Absolutely not. It's actually gonna go up, right? Because we are becoming more digital and more digital and more digital day in and day out, and so if we are going to have these cyber attacks actually increase, why would we not have a project, okay, a program that can actually help protect against that? It only makes sense. And so having, having based AI handle, the transaction of our data, okay, going from that point A to point B, then it, and encrypting all this in a way that another LLM, right, another AI model cannot just come in and be like, okay, let me try, and try. I mean, it'll try to break into it, right? But if you have a really good encryption, which I would assume that's going to be key, right? Very central in what the team is doing, the devs are doing, building this stuff, to make it as impenetrable as possible. That's going to be very, very important. Okay. Number five, goals of this particular research. Okay, which is this whole part of the white paper that BasedAI here is trying to accomplish. Sorry guys, it was a long day yesterday. I'm only like on what, maybe 3 hours of sleep. So yeah, just bear with me. Okay, and so the fifth one is goals of the research. Okay, this particular project, understand the risk posed by advanced LLMs to prepare better defenses. Okay, so that's one thing, understanding that, using, okay, all the attacks. If anything goes through, okay, how did it go through, and how can we avoid this thing happening again, right? So learning from, whatever mistakes, boom, and continue to make it better. And you see, like, anything can happen, right? Because right now people might be like, yeah, well, I wouldn't trust this project because of X, Y, and Z. And hey, that's completely fine. I mean, you don't have to trust, this particular project, but I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people, okay, a lot of company with a lot of money trusted CrowdStrike, crowdfund. I don't know, that one company that did the update, right, and pretty much shut down God knows what percentage of the world. Okay. And so everybody trusted. That's a centralized issue there. Okay. In this case, that company was holding practically most of the eggs. And guess what? They dropped it, and most of the eggs got cracked. And so, yeah, that's again, the centralization aspect of it is a problem. And, you know, I mean, but also understand that, you can have some setbacks, but as long as you work from them, and get better, learn from these things, you'll be, the project will be completely fine. Develop automated system to test and improve network security. That's pretty straightforward. Enhance red team capabilities, simulated attacks for testing defense with LLM based systems. Again, all part of, boom, okay, let's simulate this attack. If it broke through, okay, why did it break through? We cannot allow that to happen. Okay, so let's make it better, and so on and so forth. But you guys get it. Help defensive teams learn to detect new attack methods before they are widely used. Okay, so, and this is another thing, right? To be able to help, okay, the project itself learn so that it doesn't happen again. Um, a lot of, you know, I'm not going to say um, common sense information, but there's a lot of common sense in what base AI is trying to do. I mean, it sees a problem and it's trying to fix whatever this problem is. And I think one of the reasons why we don't appreciate it as much, right? The regular folkies like us is because even though there are constantly attacks, right? I don't know how many emails. How many emails do you guys get daily? Daily, trying to spam you. I mean, it's crazy, and this has been happening forever. And so people click on links, and then that link takes them somewhere else, and now you just pretty much installed a bug in your computer, and now this thing can make changes and potentially still steal sensitive data. You know, yeah, it's all part of the cybersecurity, issue. But what if we were to have a better option, right? Like base AI, not only, not only are you potentially being an investor in this and trying to make some money, but at the same time, even the use case of it, right? Man, I want to send whatever it is, whatever information it is that I want to send someone else, maybe on the other side of the world. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And today I am gonna knock out like hardcore. Okay, so yeah, so the other thing is, man, I even lost my train of thought because the kids were about to come back in here. Guys, I'm sorry. Today, it's a weird video. It's all wacky, but just bear with me. The information is really amazing, honestly. But yeah, you want to have base AI, right? Come in and be able to protect whatever information you're sending from here to Pluto. I don't know, wherever you want to send it, as long as there is that connection, right? But in all seriousness, like, what if you're sending? I mean, okay, this is not a good idea, okay, by any means. But what if you're sending your C phrase, okay, to somebody that you trust, that you really trust? Maybe it's your grandma or your mother or your father, and they live on the other side of the world. Or maybe you're sending them just half, right? Okay, I need you to hold this information, okay? You have the other half, or whatever. I mean, if you send it regular email, yeah, there's firewalls and there's this, there's that, but can it get hacked? Absolutely, it could get hacked, right? Base AI, you could send this information, boom. Base doesn't see anything, right? So like the ecosystem itself doesn't see any of the information that you're sending over. It just takes whatever encrypted information you put in, takes it to point B, sends it to these people, and they have to have whatever key it is, so they can decrypt it, and they get the information. The base AI at no point in time. I don't think that at any point in time does it really. I guess you could say see the message that you're sending. It's a very very interesting idea, but I'm telling you, we're not appreciating that right now. The day is gonna come when we're gonna be like, oh man, that crazy guy with the kids jumping, in the video, and the dog, barking on the other side. It's gonna be like, oh man, yeah, what he was saying. Okay, I see now how they could weaponize, my own data against me, because at the end of the day, that's how they'll be able to tell. Okay, what do you like? Oh, well, for birthday, I like tres leches, or maybe you're like, no, man, I am the ice cream cake type of guy, right? I mean, whatever the case is, I know that's silly stuff, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of this information. I mean, imagine also a company having, I mean, not like they have a whole bunch of information of us. Our phones are constantly listening to us. It's crazy that you may have a conversation about, I don't know, mangoes, and then lo and behold, an hour later or a day later, you have these commercials, okay, these ads about mangoes. And so, you know, it would be nice if, that type of information, it's more like, okay, well, it's almost like somebody stealing who you are. And then after they do that, they're like, oh, okay, I know what you're going to do next. And you're going to do A, B, and C. And it's like, dude, like that's crazy. Anyhow, whatever. A lot of ranting there. Guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. Don't lose faith, okay? Um, there's some people that are buying, they're just taking advantage, okay, of the dips. And yours truly is going to be one of those because I am going to take more Ethereum and convert them to BasedAI and Pepecoin. I got to continue to add to my stacks, guys. And so if I were to invest, that's what I would do. And that's what I'm going to do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the support that you guys bring to this channel. Spread the word. Pepecoin, BasedAI. Continue to do your homework. For those of you who have found that this is the way, well then congratulations. And for those of you who have found out that this is not the way, also congratulations and good luck in your future endeavors. So guys, thank you so much. Love you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, help your boy out, okay? To continue to bring the good word. Take care. God bless. Star out.